Hey my foodies, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. This video started as a vlog, but I thought that I would go ahead and share with you guys. Enjoy. Okay, y'all. So just like I thought, the video will be edited. So right now I'm gonna multitask. So we have our smoked meat on because that takes the longest. My sweet potatoes that my lovely baby cut up for me, she peeled them for me. They still have to be cut. So because they still have to be cut, we're going to go ahead and cut them now and get them on. But in the meantime, I do have water boiling right here for the macaroni, because I can have my macaroni cooked and ready to go. So let's get to peeling these sweet potatoes. I need to rinse them off first though, because I don't know, I got a rinse problem, y'all. Rinse everything. My sweet potatoes get 2 rinses. I rinse them once after peeling and again after cutting. So we're going to get them going in one moment. I'm trying to find my favorite, my Cutco knife, which I think, you know, is my favorite. These kids keep putting their paws on my stuff. Because it's the sharpest knife, everybody want to use it. My neighbors are jamming. I mean, they got a whole little party going on. Let me try to put y'all where y'all can see what I'm doing and see me at the same time. We gonna try to work this out. I just don't know if it will. Okay. Now my head cut off. There we go. So, whew, let's get these bad boys cut up, which it really don't take me. I just cut them like this. They don't have to be perfect. You just cut them up. I basically make my sweet potatoes exactly the way I would make a sweet potato pie. Exactly. Except they're not mashed, but all of the ingredients are the same. I like all this black stuff on here. Okay, y'all, so for the sake of this battery, because I do want to be able to finish this whole video, I'm gonna go ahead and cut these up, and then I'll come back and we can start on the chicken and the cabbage. So I think I'm gonna go ahead. I'll bring you guys back up when I'm finished. Okay, y'all, I might look a little bit dark, but I need to get on the rest of the stuff I need for my sweet potatoes. And for that, I'm going to add, hold on, some vanilla flavor. Hold on, let me show y'all what's taking me so long, okay? Because I have every kind of seasoning you think you might want. Usually this is what I'm going through to find the items that I need. So please be patient, okay? Yeah, so vanilla flavor, I need cinnamon, I need nutmeg, and I have to locate that. Okay, here's some cinnamon. Okay, our bell is going off. Here is nutmeg. Our bell is going off for the pressure cooker, but before I check on that, I'm gonna go ahead and get this going. Okay, notice y'all, I did not put a load of water in there. I didn't fill water to this because sweet potatoes make their own water, so you don't have to do that. But we're gonna go ahead and add in the cinnamon. I have no idea what amount. I never measure, okay? I eyeball everything. A little bit of vanilla flavor. So I'm guessing a tablespoon of this stuff. I don't know, don't give me the line. I have no idea. Nutmeg, take it easy on the nutmeg because nutmeg is so strong and you don't need a lot of it. So of course you need sugar. I don't use white sugar anymore, so we're gonna go with the brown. And you just add in, and this one's light. I actually like the dark brown. Let me see if I got some dark brown. I like the dark brown with this because it has that, like that ginger, like cinnamony type of taste. And then you also want to add a stick of butter in here. This was about 5 potatoes, I guess. 5 medium-sized potatoes. Normally add a stick of butter, but you know, we're gonna cut back on the fat. We're just gonna add, oh, excuse me, we're just gonna add the one. Let me see if I have any more of the dark brown. No, I don't have any more. So as far as this goes, it's all to taste. So the amount you see me put in, I'm gonna let it cook. And once it simmer down, then I will go back and add more if I need to. But for now, this is what it is. Of course, your water is gonna change color. But I just let this boil, and yes, it is on high, and let it boil down. Let that boil down, and we'll come back and check on this. I will taste it to see if, because you're going to taste the juice. If the juice is good, your potatoes, if you like the taste of the juice, you're going to love the taste of the potato. So we'll check on that later. We'll let that just boil itself. Oh, pro tip, if your potatoes are boiling and they become soft, do not stir them. Don't stir. Don't stir. Okay, you never ever ever stir your sweet potatoes because they will then become mashed potatoes. Okay, so let's check on our smoked meat here. First, we're gonna let out the basically just waiting on this thing here to go down to let me know that the steam is out. And what I'm looking for is, I'm looking for the meat to basically fall off the bone. That's what we're going for. Okay, so now that the lid is down, I mean the popper thingy is down, we're gonna go ahead and open. Ooh, still boiling a little bit, it's hot. But we're gonna see if the meat falls off the bone. We have to find one to do the test. Just take a fork and you see that? It fell right off. So those bad boys are ready. Okay, let's go ahead and taste it. Perfect. They are packed with so much flavor that I don't even need to add much. So, ooh, that's gonna be delicious. So let's just go ahead and get started. Let's just get started on the cabbage. Since our meat is done, we're going to transfer it into another pan because I want to saute the cabbage. I don't want to boil it too much. Kind of like mine soft with still with a little bit of crunch. So let's do that. First things first, we are going to cut up our cabbage. I want to take off the outer layer because of course I don't know if they're using pesticides. I don't know. So, you know, for our safety, I'm going to take this off. And then I'm going to cut that ugly thing off as well. And I don't know if you guys can see it, but even though I took off the outer layer, there's still like dirt here and there and there. I'm gonna pull another layer off because we need some clean cabbage. Now don't get me wrong, I do like the green leaves on the cabbage, but sometimes when you buy cheap cabbage, I got it from Walmart, should I say anymore? That's pretty much what you end up with. So we'll just toss it because we have a whole other cabbage that we can use, okay? I personally, is tired of this fly. I have to cover everything up because of him. Ooh, I can't stand the fly. But what I was trying to say is, I don't care how it's cut. It doesn't bother me one way or the other. It could be in shreds. It could be in... It just doesn't matter to me. Like, it could be in squares. I don't know what they call that, but that doesn't matter to me. You could just cut it up. That's what I say. So I'm just gonna cut it like this. And then, like, if I have some pieces that are super big, I just go back and cut them again. That's all. It looks like a whole lot of cabbage, but then it cooks down. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish cutting this up. Before I move on, I wanted to show you guys something. This is my organic cabbage that I purchased. When I purchased this one, I didn't realize that they had organic. So I chose to go with the organic. And look how clean it is. I just wanted you guys to see that. Remember all those little dark spots on the white parts of the cabbage? Nothing. So clean. Ain't that crazy? I mean, I'm still going to remove the outer leaves and clean it, but still, that's the difference. Crazy. This even feels different. But I just wanted to show you guys that. Oh, and the sweet potatoes. Let me show you what they're doing right now. Just in case you don't know how to make these. Look, guys. Remember that water is starting to thicken up? I already tasted and it's perfectly fine. I am really missing some more butter because I like it to taste like my sweet potato pie, but I'm gonna leave it alone. Okay, I got enough fat going on, especially with this smoked meat that's tasting so good. But yeah, so let me finish cutting up this stuff, y'all. I'll be right back. All right, guys, so the sweet potatoes are done. Moving on to the cabbage. The cabbage is also ready. And yeah, you'll see the drips on my shirt because I've been eating the cabbage. Don't judge me. That cabbage is so good. Okay. I don't know what to do with myself. But anyway, moving on. So now what we're going to work on, I was waiting on the battery to charge, so that's why we got some stuff done and some stuff not, because I usually cook all this stuff together, but that's okay. Moving on, right? So I'm going to get this macaroni started so I can get it in the oven because it's just the right thing to do. So I'm gonna put my oven on 350, 355, whatever you choose. I am going to get the fryer. I'm gonna let this oil get hot, and if I'm not finished, I'm gonna turn it off. But I'm doing that on purpose because by the time I finish, I don't want to wait a long time for the grease to get hot, you know. Yeah, so let's get started on this macaroni. Now, with this macaroni, that's what I wanted to tell you guys about. Excuse me. So I have a limited amount of cheese, okay? I got this bag of sharp cheddar. What else do I have? I think I done forgot. Oh, here's the bag. Okay. So I'm low on cheese. I knew that when I purchased this stuff, but you know, I was budgeting. So y'all know how it go. When you don't have no link, EBT, whatever, you got a budget, okay? So anyway, I have the sharp cheddar. I got some Monterey Jack, and I have some Velveeta shreds. This is not enough cheese for 1 pound of macaroni, so I am here to save your life. I'm gonna show you how to make this cheese even though you don't have enough. Okay, so let's get over to the stove and let's get started on that. Okay, so I hope y'all can hear me even though you can't see me. So the first thing that I'm about to do is I'm going to make a thickening agent. If you don't know what that is, it's a fat, same amount of flour. So you can use butter, you can use cooking oil, like vegetable oil, canola oil. But today I'm going to use my extra virgin olive oil. So I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of fat. And you're going to do same parts of flour. 2 tablespoons of flour. Okay. And then we're going to mix that up. Mix those 2 together. And it's going to make these little crumblies. These little guys. Can you see that? Hold on, let me get it thicker so you can see that. It's gonna make that paste. I hope this is not blurry. And it is. Okay. I don't know what the problem is, but I hope you guys can see this. So basically, it makes this paste, and this paste, if you're making gravy, then you're gonna let that paste brown, but we don't need it to brown because this is for our macaroni, because we're short on cheese, so we're gonna make a cheese sauce. So now that we have this paste, the next thing I'm gonna do is add milk. You can use milk, you can use heavy whipping cream, which will make it super duper rich, or you could use what I'm using, and that's evaporated milk. I'm not sure why everything is blurry. It is really irritating me right now. Oh my god, like, it's annoying. Okay, it lets you see the milk. Let's see if it lets you see the paste. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll wait. Okay, so I'm going to use the whole can. This is a 5-ounce can. You can use more or less. It's totally up to you. But we need some sort of cheese sauce. Now, to prevent clumping, you will want to use warm milk. But the clumpiness does not bother me, because I feel like as you keep stirring it, it will even itself out. And another thing, guys, you can use water if you don't want to use milk. The only thing with that is it might kind of take out some of the flavor. So it's probably better to just use a milk of some sort. Now, these clumps that are in here is simply because I didn't use warm milk, but that's perfectly fine by me. So as you can see, my milk has turned into this thick. Can you see that? I don't know if you guys can see it. It's not liquid milk anymore. It's very thick. It almost puts you in the mind of when you make the rice cereal, the baby food. That's exactly what that puts me in mind of. See that? It's really thick. So at this point, really before this point, because you want to have your fire on low. My fire is really moving faster than me. you want to add in your cheeses. So I'm going to add my jack cheese. I may even have to put some more water in here to thin it out just a little bit, because you know the cheese is gonna thicken it up. Because I let it move faster than me. That was not the goal. So we're gonna just throw those in there to melt them down. And I am gonna add a little bit of water, like not even a 1/4 cup, a 1/2 of a 1/4, whatever that might be. So yeah, I think that should be enough of that. And then I'm gonna throw this cheddar in there as well. But first, let's get some water in this bad boy before it starts to mess up. Just a little bit of water, guys. I don't know if you can tell how much in there. Like a very little, because I just want to use a little bit at a time. I just want to thicken up my, I just want to thin out my thickening agent enough for my cheese to melt inside of it, because I don't want to use, and you know what, guys, I'll be back. I'm gonna move into a smaller pan because it's taking up my sauce and I don't need a pan this big. So let me switch. On second thought, guys, I'm not making more dishes. I'm not. I will go ahead and just use this, okay? But as you can see, my cheese is super duper thick. At this point, you will add more milk. If you do not have more milk, then add a little bit of water, because you want this to be like a thin sauce, and it will thicken up later while it's inside of the macaroni. Okay, so I'm gonna thin that out a little bit more. Okay, inside of here, I'm going to add a little bit of salt. Okay, salt to your liking, to your taste, whatever. Okay. Okay, moving on. So now we have our macaroni. I already put some black pepper on it. It's no rocket sciences for this. You're just gonna pour it over. We have so much cheese left in there. Guys, make sure you use the right size pan. I didn't have that much cheese to be using this big old pan, and now I'm scraping my cheese out for dear life. Oh no, and I'm making a mess. Okay, but you guys see how to stretch your cheese. You got the idea. You know, I'm not a chef. I'm a home chef. I'm not a professional chef. Okay, so you're gonna take that and you're just going to mix it. Because my macaroni has been sitting for a while, it's a little stubborn and doesn't want to move. but it's macaroni. You can make it move. Just stir that bad boy around. Another way to make this easier to stir is to, after you strain it, put a little bit of butter. Put a little bit of butter in it, but you know, I'll try to cut back on certain things. So, don't really want to do that. You know what? Let me see if I can, because I want all my cheese out of here, honey. Let's stir this macaroni around. Get all my cheese out of there. Guess I'm satisfied with that. So when you put this in the oven, you're just basically melting the cheese on top. That's it. Nothing major. If you want to put a little bit more of milk in the bottom of this so that it doesn't stick, that is an option. But I do want you to notice that each and every macaroni noodle has cheese on it because I made a cheese sauce instead of just layering it with cheese. I made a cheese sauce, and now I'm going to top it off with some sharp shredded cheese, which you never need a lot of because it has such a strong flavor. You're just gonna top it off with this one, and you got you some homemade baked homemade macaroni and cheese that look like you just put your foot in it and you barely had the cheese to make it, okay? And that's it. So we're gonna stick this bad boy in the oven, and then when I come back, we're gonna get started on this chicken. Okay, and the mac and cheese is ready. Easy peasy. Sat in there for about 5 minutes. Okay, so we're done with that. Let's get started on this chicken. Hoping I got you guys set up where you can see this and see what I'm doing. So basically, guys, for my chicken, I am using a pre-dip mix. I don't think you can get this in stores. I purchased it from the restaurant store. You have to basically own a restaurant to purchase this, and so I do apologize for using products you guys can't go and get, but I want some nice and crispy chicken. So with this dip, as you can see, it's really like thick coming off of there. This is going to assist my chicken in being very crunchy, but I have to let it sit a little bit before I dip the chicken. So right now I'm just turning it, and I should have had my gloves because I don't like touching this. It's not a fun thing. Can get very messy, but you just drip the excess off and lay it out to drip. I do have a wax paper underneath my cooling rack as it strains for me. I do have that underneath there, so that it doesn't give me much of a cleanup. This is basically just going to be some fried chicken. This chicken will look so beautifully golden if I was using fresh grease, but I reuse my grease until it's no longer able to be reused. So might be discolored, but it'll still taste good. And that's what's most important, is the taste. So I'm just gonna get this going. And once this chicken is ready, guys, dinner is served. However, this dinner is for tomorrow. So tomorrow is Sunday. I have a lot of editing to do. We're going out to the Cheesecake Factory. What else do I have to do tomorrow? Tomorrow is also what am I doing? Oh, laundry day. The kids, they gotta do laundry, so I'm telling you, I needed to cook tonight for tomorrow, and this should actually last for a few days. Okay, so there is a second step. After you let your chicken sit, then you have to bread it. But let me show you guys exactly what I'm using. This is what I'm using. The pre-dip, and then the all-purpose breading. There you go. The Carol's Kitchen secret to those bomb-ass wings y'all was eating, okay? So now it's time to bread it. So we're just going to bread both sides, all sides, or whatever, so that it can prepare for the grease. But these are the only 2 steps, so that's the good thing. Now you probably can go back in the pre-dip and then do this, but I don't, because doing it this way, it actually gets the chicken pretty crunchy. There is no need to go back and dip again and, you know, all that other jazz. It's just not worth it. It's not necessary, I should say. Ooh, what is that? It's whatever. That's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I am hot. My kitchen is a mess, and I am glad that it is over. But I hope you enjoyed cooking with me today. Let me know in the comment section what you think about this meal, or if you try it, let me know how did it come out for you. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at SheIsBlessed. Also, make sure you do not leave this video without hitting that like button. Leave a comment down below, and I will catch you guys later. See you in the next video. Bye. Yo, girl, I ain't in the kitchen throwing down